Hey guys, I'm Geoff Fienberg, back with you for oddschecker.com, here with my US Open 2020 prop picks. Don't forget to check the oddschecker feed because I've already dropped an outright video with my picks for who I believe is going to win this year's US Open, but it is props time. Before we get there, like the video, sub to the oddschecker feed so they can drop right into your feed all my picks, all my vids. And leave a comment. Tell me which props you like, which props you don't like. Your favorite props for the 2020 US Open at Winged Foot. No bad time for major championship golf. It feels a little weird. It is September. I'm already excited for next year's US Open. I'm wearing my US Open Torrey Pines 2021 shirt. We'll be there in like 9 months. It's weird, but that's just the reality of the situation. Moving on to miss the cut parlays. Those could be popular this week, and they are available at Bet365. I don't have one specifically for you. I do have a couple bets on guys to miss the cut. There are about 140 men in this field, I think, to be exact. Only 60 of them will make the cut. That is a large number, and based on how hard this course is going to play and all the blow-ups that exist, I think we're going to see a consortium of players just get ejected. That'll be some of the lesser known poor players and some of the better players, the elite players. A couple guys are gonna go. So I'd advise you to check out that board. Dustin Johnson's 5-1 to miss the cut. I'm not saying go there, but all those big names, not all these guys that are under 40-1 are going to make the cut. And there are some really good opportunities. So if you got a feeling on those guys, I think you should go check that out. If you got a bad feeling on those guys, I should say, any of them, I think there's a couple opportunities for guys to miss the cut. I'm not bold like you. I'm going to step back a little further and try to pick on a couple guys I do strongly believe are going to miss the cut. And I think these bets actually do also represent some value. Hate to do it. I almost did it on the PGA prop show, and I didn't, and I'm happy I didn't because Tiger made the cut. But I'm going to bet Tiger plus 185 at Sugar House to miss the cut. It's cold. I'm up here in the Northeast. It is cold in the mornings. Longs and longs, like already wearing it. Thick sweatshirt, hoodie. That's what I had to step out in. Tiger, he feels... I love Tiger Woods. We always get if we get the Disney movie, I'll cry. That'll be that magical. Even if he makes the cut, I'm not going to disparage it, and I'll enjoy watching him golf on the weekend. That would be a blast. But at this point in the game, it feels like the COVID situation, well, affected a lot of people in many different ways. As it pertained to Tiger Woods, I think it really threw him off. Like, he's got his ways, and he's got, like, his set plan, and it kind of threw everything totally off in how he wanted to attack the year. Like a lot of golfers. But none of them are like fancy steam engines that need like very specific maintenance and so many working parts. Everything's kind of got to be in order. And for a guy as mentally strong as he is, I get real frustrated. Anytime it's cold, he talks about he can't get loose. His back, he's not loose. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. Your weaknesses are not going to be fixed here. He's really struggling driving the golf ball, guys. And the scarier part is he's struggling putting the golf ball. How are you going to save par if you're not in the fairway? You can't. I don't know. I hate that I'm saying it, but plus 185, I think that's a really good number. Tiger will roar again. I expect him to win again. Majors will be hard. The only one that kind of seems feasible is the Masters. We know obviously why, even though it'll be cold this November, even going forward. And Open Championships that set up in a specific way, I think, can work for him. But the distance and what's asked of winning PGA and US Opens, I don't think that's there. I'd be quite shocked. There it is. I'm actually betting him to miss the cut. I'm bothered I verbalized that on video. We're here. Moving on. It's part of the brand, guys. It doesn't take a lot for me to want to pick on the guy, but there's an opportunity here. Jordan Spieth missed the cut, plus 110. Also available at Sugar House. Obviously, they're taking these very popular players and trying to attract me with them. Jordan Spieth, Oakmont will expose your weaknesses. You will not fix anything. Oakmont. It's a comp course for me. Wingfoot will expose your weaknesses. That's simple as that. You can't fix anything here. You're not going to hide from anything here. It just exposes it. Off the tee. Exposed. It's going to be exposed. Big numbers. Jordan Spieth is going to miss this cut. Will not be saved. This is not the place. He went to a resort course in Napa last week and missed the cut. And unless that was on purpose, which I highly doubt, he's in real big trouble. And as I joke on the internet and on some of my shows, but I don't think I'm actually joking, he's got to sell that burial ground. That's that house he bought from Hunter Mahan. Yeah, it's a PGA Tour burial ground. Look at Hunter Mahan. He's not a major champion. He was a great golfer. He won WGCs, was on Ryder Cups, won FedEx Cup events. A great golfer. World-class, like, superstar golfer. Gone. Where are you? Ace Hardware. Nice to know you, pal. Maybe he doesn't have his PGA Tour card. Maybe he's still got that Ace Hardware card. I don't know. Troubles. But I'm worried about Jordan. Missed the cut at the Safeway? Whew! Time for my top 20s, boys. Time for my top 20s. We got 3 of them. Louis Oosthuizen. I feel like the books know I'm coming, because I think a lot of us are. This is a U.S. Open. I'd almost be tempted to bet him to win. And I'd be tempted to even make these top 10s. And maybe I'll put something out on Twitter. But for the moment, the 3-to-1s on Louis when using that odds checker grid is the best number I can find, and it's the number I'm going to attack. I've seen it as low as 260, so let's get those 300s. He's won a major. He's come second also in every single major. He's got that Grand Slam. And I believe since his second place at Chambers, he has T25 been inside the top 25 in the last 4 U.S. Opens. Yeah, so what? That's 5 straight top 25s, couple top 10s, a T2. Guy loves hard courses. I like this pick even more this week because everyone's going to have trouble scrambling. Do I like Louis scrambling? No. Does it cost him? Always. But everyone's going to be in trouble when they get out of position. It's not like these other weeks where Louis is out of position, he's making bogey, but the guys he's going against who are also out of position find a way to salvage par. Feels like when you get out of position, you're going to make bogey. There's going to be a lot of them. But in terms of hitting it definitely far enough, being accurate, finding the greens, lagging the 2 putts, I got to trust Louis. I could do something more with Louis as the week goes on. But as we're here at the moment, I'm only committing to top 20. Chez Reavie. Chez Reavie, top 20. That one's at Bet America, plus 435. Let's avoid the 400s using that odds checker grid. I don't know. I know a lot of people that are kind of building a card with like Chez Reavie types. You're just plotters, Webb Simpson, Matthew Fitzpatrick. I'm not there. I'm not really there. But I do believe Chez's ability to keep the ball in play and hit those greens. He's a plotter I can get behind. Although I'm not sanctioning it, much like Matt Kuchar is a guy I'm looking at. If the tournament plays a different way and it's for plotters and a crafty veteran to rise. Could be sneaky. Could be. But Chez, I think what he does well will keep him in play this week and could sneak that top 25, that top 20 for us. Wish it was top 25. Plus 435 at Bet America. Couple more bets here. Corey Connors. Promised myself I was going to lose a lot of money on Corey Connors this year, and I haven't. That's because I really didn't bet him a lot, and I'm not really here to call the win for Corey Connors. If you like it, it'll be flirting in that over 200 to 1 range, as I saw using that odds checker grade. If that's something you believe in, I don't know. That'd be pretty amazing and cool. I'm not seeing that type of breakthrough for Corey, but I thought he would have a real strong year. Places like Valero, Valspar, a lot of the events I thought he would really excel at got canceled. Or when we came back from COVID, those events had such strong fields that like the Corey Connors win just came so much harder. And we saw so many great players sort of winning after the restart. Not even to say Corey played great and had even chances to win. I don't believe that was even the case. but he hits it far and he hits it straight. Almost as good as anybody on tour in that total driving statistic. He how do I put this? I like to use that poor man's version of guys a lot. And, well, I really do like Patrick Cantlay this week, and I almost bet him. I didn't discuss that on the outright card. But if I wasn't so entrenched in some earlier bets, I probably potentially would have. To me, Patrick Cantlay, Scottie Scheffler's a poor man's Patrick Cantlay. Now, that might flip soon. But when Cantlay's on, I think he's a different level golfer. And he's like never putting for bogey. Much like Scottie Scheffler. It's long, straight, 2 putts. You're so frustrated Scottie Scheffler never makes the birdie putt. Or rarely, or not enough. Corey Conners is poor man Scottie Scheffler. In the fairway, on the green, ball striker, phenomenal. He just doesn't hit enough putts. Clearly, in Conners' case, he hits less putts than even Scheffler. But if we can be on the green and the birdie putts Corey Conners is always missing, those are fine this week. Like, I think Corey Conners' game suits really well. Like I said, one of the best total drivers on tour and is a great iron player. So he can keep himself out of trouble and it's not a race for birdie. So I like the top 20 on Corey Conners. That's plus 550 at Bet365 using the odds checker grid. Seeing it as low as plus 450. So let's make sure when we cash that Corey Conners T20, we're going to get that 550. I'm also here to condone Corey Conners top Canadian plus 220 available at Bet365. I just made the case for Conners. I don't really need to go into that again. I'm not too concerned about Adam Hadwin. I think this course will be too much for him. He comes in behind Conners on that board. It is Mackenzie Hughes who is the favorite and plays hard courses well. That's just the fact of the matter. He has had some of his best results this year at the harder courses he has played. Corey Conners, though, I think is a much better suit for this course. It's like, you just hope Mac Hughes doesn't hit 350-footers this week. But we'll see Mac Hughes on TV on the weekend, and he'll have a 45-foot sideways, downhill bender from a different level, and he'll drop it. He literally, I believe my boy Pat Mayo told me that Hughes leads the tour in like putts over 30 feet. It's ridiculous, the bombs he's dropping. I'm not besmirching Mac Hughes. I hung out with his mom at the Honda Greenside on 18 as he lost to Sungjae. That was a weird, awkward moment captured on video that was discussed at length on my podcast, so we don't need to go there because I was cheering for Sungjae. But whatever, that was a beautiful moment. She's a great Canadian mom. He's a great Canadian boy. But I hope for 4 days in New York State that Corey Conners is just a better Canadian boy. So that's me. That's Geoff Fienberg. Those are my prop picks for this week at the US Open. As you can tell, I'm fired up. I'll be back here again this week on Odds Checker with some NFL DFS content. Don't forget to miss that. And don't forget to like, sub, comment your favorite props, the props you like of mine or hate, the ones you are going to play this week. I'll check those out. And check the Odds Checker Twitter feed because we are giving away a sweet pair of Nike golf shoes this week for the US Open. So make sure you get in on that giveaway contest over at Odds Checker's Twitter feed. Let's go! I'm out.